Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you very much for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic, phenomenal day here, regardless of how terrible the market is. We lost that support at $2. We want to presume that'll probably be the new resistance for us here. So just be mindful of that. But all local liquidation has been swept. I'm pretty certain the macro liquidation has been swept too. We came down to test this lower support range of 160. As per usual, we're seeing just this perfect play out for, max pain. It's quite possibly highly orchestrated. But if you take a look here, this is Bitcoin's liquidation chart. Every last dollar and cent minus a late long at 74,000 effectively got fully swept here. So it's no surprise, no coincidence this is happening. So let's take a quick look at liquidation for XRP, see what's going on. Please hit that like button, comment below if you get a chance. Let me know where are you at with XRP. Did you get filled on your spot bag orders here? Maybe some limit orders in the 160, 170. I got a fill at 170, feeling pretty good about that. But once more, it's very early to tell. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here. So liquidation, there's obviously late longs here, but all local liquidation swept, like I mentioned before. If you saw my analysis from Saturday, you'll know that there was 195 to like the 180 range was the area I was expecting to get hit. That got hit and then some, right? So you never truly know where the bottom is at, but oftentimes liquidation is a good indication of where the price is going, and we can see all that liquidation has been fully swept there. So liquidation delta is interesting to me here. Most other coins are super bearish, where this coin is, well, it's still a little bit more, we have more shorts than longs in the market right now. It's implying that we're going to see a reversal and potential pump back up higher. So I do personally think that we're probably due to continue further up. Just bear in mind, $2 even was that support level that was tested like 10 times in the last 6 months here for this coin. It's not a good look to be on the wrong side of that. And majority of the market is there right now too, including Bitcoin sub 84,000, right? Until Bitcoin gets above that range, I think we're going to probably presume that most local lows are going to be the new highs. That's how it's supposed to work. That's how you should trade these type of setups. Don't just take a trade right now long to $3 and I'm just going to leave it alone. No, I mean, maybe spot bag totally, but any kind of leverage is bad news. Anyways, check out my Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. I got all of our playout charts over there. Let's take a quick look at the weekly. Get some perspective here and just recognize that we are now below 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attempts on the weekly to break down below $2. We're now officially under that level. Hypothetically, this week hasn't closed yet, but it's seemingly pretty obvious that we're going to stay below $2 here moving forward. Good news is this local fair value gap on the macro got fully swept. What do you know? Manipulation 101. Everything got hit there pretty hard. And for the most part, majority of other indicators are looking like we're going to go lower. Keep in mind here, though, the weekly time frame, we're peaking under 50 on the RSI. That's not a good look, but we still haven't truly broken below it because this weekly candlestick hasn't closed yet. So in all reality, we haven't broken fully bearish yet, but I think being under $2 is a pretty sure sign we're going to see some lower price action. So I'm leaning more towards a short in the $2 to $210 range for this coin. That's just kind of my thoughts there. But that's based on the premise that I feel like 80,000 is going to probably be an initial rejection zone for Bitcoin. And if that happens, we'll probably see the same thing from this coin too. Anyways, I'm not recommending you short this coin. I'm just telling you in general, the market right now, you're way better off taking shorts than longs. And I want to say thank you and you're welcome to my community members who listened to my advice this weekend and didn't take any long positions. While I didn't take any long or shorts, for that matter, I still, I feel very good about being out of the way with this total disastrous weekend, right? While I didn't take any profits, it's perfectly fine. I have no problem with that. And you should too as well, because the best trade in most cases is no trade, and oftentimes you force a trade, you're going to be on the wrong side of it. And that's how the market's been working lately. Even short positions right now are getting hammered. Late shorts are getting destroyed. So anyways, the whole point of me mentioning this is that we still haven't fully broken bearish yet. We got some consolation here with the 200-day SMA, but for the most part, the macro is looking pretty terrible. Honestly, the macro for this coin isn't like ridiculously bad. Most coins are looking super bad, but this coin's like on the edge of disaster, if you will. Hasn't fully broken, disastrous. But again, if we don't get back above $2 here in the relative near future, I think it's a pretty sure sign we're going lower. That's kind of the consensus there. The 4-hour time frame kind of reflects that we got a pretty significant amount of or our moving average price range, this percentile is effectively letting us know that buying that dip is advantageous. It's a really good indicator, kind of letting us know that, hey, you want to short this and take a long here. These are just extremes. Oftentimes these kind of extremes you want to kind of buy into, but it's very short-lived. I think it's too late now to consider taking a long. If you do take a long, secure profits between now and $2 even, because $2 even should be that new resistance for us. But there's not much else to really go on here. Honestly, I could continue to go deeper into the charts and try to convince you it's good to take a trade. But the truth is it's not. And I don't recommend trading this coin or any coin for the next 24 to 48 hours unless you just really like losing money, or you like gaining money and instantly losing it shortly after that. It really depends. But minus spot bags, outside of spot, just buying a 1-to-1 ratio, I really think leverage is a bad call for the moment until things start to stabilize, and we're probably a long ways from that. So anyways, I'm always going to shoot you straight and recommend the best case scenario for you, recommend the best strategy possible. It's never a best case scenario here, and honestly, it's just, if it can get worse, it will. That's really the market we're in right now. So I would just say treat $2 like a resistance, and then we'll see how that works. If we end up breaking above it, we'll have to revisit this conversation and see where we go from there. But I really think we're going to see the 2 to 210 mark as a strong resistance range for us, and there's no reason to presume we're just going to instantly back on track. Okay. All right, folks, I hope that makes sense. Sorry, it's not the greatest news ever, but this is just the way the market is right now. I hope you have a great rest of your day, though. Really appreciate you. Make sure you're safe, stay safe, and make sure you have a good rest of your day regardless of what's going on in the market. Have a good one. We'll see you again soon. Take care.